Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another interesting day in our Affable Business School. So if you are just joining us for the first time, this school is brought to you courtesy of Affable Homes Limited. We are the proud owners of beautiful garden estates all over Nigeria. So in today's class, we are going to be learning an interesting topic that says, sell like a pro this season and cash out big. And our speaker is ready to dish it hot as it is hot. So I will encourage every one of you to get your writing materials ready so that you take down some points as the speaker starts the topic for today. So I'm going to introduce our speaker. His name is Mr. Udochukwu Chiwendu, also known as the sales guru. Mr. Chiwendu, you have our attention, sir.
Hello. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening. And I want someone to respond if you can.
Monday 26 na road.
This network or something. Am I loud enough? Can someone hear me?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Mr. Chiwendu. Rosemary can hear you.
All right. Good morning. It's a beautiful time to be here again. And every session tends to add more fire to what we have had before. So we are going to have a good time today. My name
Prophet is good. I hear me say.
Mr. Chiwendu, please unmute yourself. You are muted.
Okay, you muted me. Is you that muted me now?
Oh, sorry, I was trying to unmute somebody.
So, but I've unmuted myself now. I think I'm fine. Yeah, I'm seeing some very regular faces here, and I like that. Prophet was good. Someone just said they missed the class. Yes. And there was somebody that was singing a song in the background before we came on board. That song was from Ifeanyi Babuchi. That song that says, when money dey, friends go dey. When money no dey, friends go. Something like that. The person has done the introduction for us. I just checked this morning. The dollar exchange rate has gone to 1,300. 1,300 per dollar, which means we're not in trouble, but we're in trouble because I was just discussing with my wife. There's a particular time, I think it was last year, either last year or early this year, I can't remember, that we had to go and change some to dollar. And we got that dollar at 54 naira per dollar. So 4 naira per, no. Oh, 540. Sorry, 500 changed it in just a year or less than a year into times 2 of what it was. So today is important. We are looking at something that is so unique, and it's unique because it's going to be teaching us on how to do something so important is increasing. For those of us that have been in our previous classes, I emphasized on some of these things very well on increasing our income as a means of staying afloat in this time of economic challenges. because savings alone will be important, but it doesn't save you alone. You must find method of making sure that your income is increasing. Increasing income does not necessarily mean multiple sources of income or multiple streams of income. It means optimizing the particular stream of income that you already have. That's what increasing income means. It doesn't necessarily mean you start doing plenty other things just to be looking for money, because someone can have 20 sources of income and yet is broke, while there is another person who has just one stream of income and then is making a lot of money. Please, if you can still hear me, type something in the comment section. Let me read from you before we start. Are we together? Someone, if you can hear me, type. I want to read your comment in the section. If you are hearing me, say I can hear you. I just want to make sure. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Neoplastic. Thank you, Prophetess. Thank you. Thank you, Gloria. Anna, thank you, Join. Thank you for paying attention. I would like to encourage you to get your writing with you. Don't type with your phone, because your phone can distract you. A WhatsApp message can just enter and you may just leave what we are doing and type in and go to something. I want you to have a writing material, hold it down. Let's do something within the next 1 hour or 2 hours, because what you're going to learn now is going to shape a whole lot. And there's a way my class goes. I'm a sales and marketing consultant, but beyond sales and marketing, I understand business. And aside from understanding business, I understand the human psychology and what works sometimes, because it's very, very important that every new idea must be approached with a new mindset. Because if you use an old mindset to approach a new idea, tendencies are high that you are going to sabotage it. Right? Remember that the best business ideas in the world can be sabotaged by incompetence, because you don't have the capacity to carry such business idea. If Elon Musk is to transfer his business idea to someone in Ikorodu who probably has not gone to school, has not interacted with technology, has not done anything in his life, the idea for Tesla will become a dead idea, because he doesn't have the capacity to handle or carry such idea. So we may come here and then we'll now start talking, oh, this is what you should do, this is what you should do, this is what you should do. But if you have not understood the underlying concept of why you should even sell, what is actually business, why are you actually in business, and some of the other things, you are likely to also fail. And that's not my prayer for you. So the first thing I would like to start with this morning is to tell you that selling is an art, A-R-T, and is also an act. I don't want you to understand it without understanding the
All right, sorry, it's network. You can continue, sir.
Yeah.
All right. So I stopped somewhere and I said the byproduct of learning is your result. And I said selling is an art, A-R-T, and also an act, A-C-T. It's an art because it's learnable. You can learn it. Please, Madam Esther, mute yourself. It's an art because it's learnable. It's also an act because actions are required. But the unfortunate thing is when you try to do the act, when you do the act rather without knowing the art of selling. And those are some of the things we are likely to look at today. And let's continue. So every season, just like we're in Nigeria today, is a terrible season in Nigeria, right? Things are not adding up. A liter of fuel is 640, 50 naira. And prices of goods are on the increase. Importers are bleeding. The market is not smiling. Price of food is something else. Admin, can you mute that person, please? Please mute the person. So every season breeds two categories of people. But before I continue in this, I want to ask for a permission from all of you, or maybe the admin. Should we say the truth the way it is, or we should sugarcoat our tongue a little bit and make it sweet a bit? Which one is better for us?
Say it the way it is.
The truth,
So,
please.
okay,
Yes.
so we should go ahead with the truth, right?
Yes, sir.
Somebody truth.
Because I always ask for this permission, knowing that in my process of saying the truth, I'm going to offend a whole lot of people, right? Yesterday, I shared something on my page and I said, rich people do not buy from poor people. And a lot of people got angry. They said, sales guru, you have come again. What do you mean rich people do not buy from poor people? And I only got to the understanding at the end of the whole back and forth that it's actually the poor people who were angry. The rich people on my page were never angry because they know where they buy. So most of the times, it's not the truth that is convenient that liberates a man. It is those truths that is inconvenient that liberates a man. So every season, we're in Nigeria today, and we are crying because there is a whole lot of pain that is going on in the world. Nigeria is no longer a good place to live, literally. People are migrating. I read an article on Business Day that said from January this year to about June, about 10,600 persons migrated to Canada alone from Nigeria. That's not migrated out of the country. That's migrated to Canada alone from Nigeria. What that means is that people are always on the go. People are always leaving. Nigeria is not getting better. But the first category of people that every season, whether it's the season of economic abundance or economic scarcity, the producers, those are called the drivers. And these drivers in every problem. I sought for your permission before I continue this class because I'm going to tell you the truth just as it is. Remember that in the multitude of problems, connote the multitudes of abundance. There has been a massive spate of migration. Massive, please, at any time, if you can't hear, oh, but can you hear me now? At any point, if you can't hear me, please let me know. What's wrong with this network now? Oh my God. Can you all hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear.
But I thought it disconnected at a point, right?
Yes.
The volume is very low, very, very low.
Okay. So let me or something, but please stay with me because we are sharing something very important this afternoon. You guys can hear me now. Thank you. All right. So every season produces these two categories of people. I call one of them the drivers. They are those who are always diagnosing to see what is in the problem. How can we turn the problem into an economic benefit? And the second set of people are those who are the passengers. These people, they are always waiting for the drivers to create something. If there is no driver, they are not going anywhere. Their movement, their livelihood, their prosperity, everything about them is dependent on those who are driving the economic activity of the nation. The question I have for you today is, which of these two categories of persons do you want to be? The drivers or the passengers? How long are you continuing to wait for people to make laws, for people to create something that only at that time will you become important to yourself? Have you consciously or unconsciously have you consciously or unconsciously joined those who are perpetual complainers? They are perpetual complainers. There is never a time that they say anything good, either about the country or about whatever. Every single time you meet them, if you were happier before you met them, you will leave them being sad. They never see anything good in this country. They never see anything good in the business they are doing. They never even see anything good in themselves. They never see anything good in people around them. Please, can you hear me? Someone is saying that they're not hearing me. Can you hear me?
No, we're hearing you very well.
Okay, thank you.
We're hearing you, sir.
So that can happen by subconscious meditation. You start thinking as failures. And remember that's why it's internal before external. There is nothing that will happen outside of you that must side. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Let me give you a very practical illustration before I proceed in what I'm doing or what we're teaching. Remember, it's sales, so it's sales we are doing. But I want to give you a mental revolution before we dive into. I was my friend's wife, not some time ago. I think this was 2 days ago. At the point is, can you guys still hear me? I was the friend's wife like 2 days ago, who was pregnant. The woman was pregnant. And then she said she went to the toilet that morning. After urinating, she wiped, saw blood. So while she saw blood, she felt like, oh my God, could this be a miscarriage? So she was a bit scared that she has had miscarriage. Now, this is the woman that was always feeling tired. She was always feeling weak. She was always feeling like, oh, I want to eat. She's hungry. The appetite is just messed up and stuff like that. She's weak and tired, everything. Immediately she saw that, she saw that blood. Her mind started telling her that she has had a miscarriage. Guess what? That dizzy feeling disappeared. that feeling of weakness disappeared. In fact, she said that before then that she used to feel this connection with her baby in her belly, but after she started feeling that thing, she did not feel it again. Everything disappeared until they went to the doctor in the scan and everything. They discovered that it was just a regular normal blood spotting and that the baby is intact. Immediately, those whole tests came out. Those feelings that were no longer there before came back. So what happened? It's simply just a change of the mindset. The state of the mind part time, not of what you are thinking at a time. To be, I always tell people that I am in my own world. I'm not in Nigeria. And because I know that I want to even become whoever I want to be anywhere. So I'm in my own world. Unfortunately, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what is happening to my network this morning. But I'm sure you can hear me, right? You can hear me, right? So sorry. I don't know why it's going off and out.
Yes, we are hearing you. Continue. We're enjoying the
Correct.
teaching.
Thank you. So unfortunately, the wisdom of the poor is lamentation. The wisdom of the poor is lamentation. Every time the poor lamenting, every time the poor man is trying. Give me 1 minute. Let me see the whole. This whole. Just give me see if I can switch my network. Guys, please give me 1 minute. I want to switch my network. I'm not comfortable with this whole inconsistency.
All right, sir.
Martin, switch your own network.
Switch what
He's switching his
network?
own
He's
network.
switching his network.
I don't understand.
Just 1 minute, please. I'm coming.
Why is that the village man? You see, what we pari this rich man so called. I want to connect this and people give for reception.
Then connect it here so that people here will be hearing. People there will be hearing.
Put that at the center.
Put it at the center.
You can hear me now, and I guess it's better, right?
Yes, thank you.
All right, so I needed to sort that out. So as I was saying, the wisdom of the poor is lamentations. Please, anywhere you are not hearing me, you let me know so that I can work on that. Right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
when I say the wisdom of the poor is lamentation, I know that very few persons may understand what I'm talking about. Please mute yourself, Mr. Anolua.
Yes. Good morning.
Please mute yourself. Thank you. Admin, you can mute. You can. Okay, thank you so much. So as unfortunate as it is, the wisdom of the poor is lamentation. And the reason is simple. First, he has no leverage for his voice to be heard. And that's why I go to the congregation of the poor, observe them. Everything they are talking about is lamentation. Just try and go to the newspaper stand one morning. They repeat the same thing every day. They come there, they talk, they complain, they talk about how this person is idiot, this person is this, this person is this. And yet, their life is remaining the same. It is foolishness to determine for external forces to determine your growth. Never get to a point where the only thing that will determine your growth is if the government does this, or if somebody does this, or if this person does this. I just finished having a training session with a company last week, and one of the things I was telling the staff is we're trying to look at the work psychology. We're trying to find out who are you actually working for, even though you're working in another company. Some of them were like, oh, I'm working for my guy, I'm working for this and this and that. At the end, we found out that everyone that is working, whether you're working on your own company or in another person's company, you're working for yourself, and you are the one that has the right, the sole responsibility to either sack yourself or to promote yourself. And the second dilemma of the poor man is simple. Even if his messages or his voice manages to be heard, there is nothing to back up his counsel. So his wise counsel is always regarded as foolishness. Oh, remember the story in the Bible. He had the wisdom. He could say, but he was neglected. because there was nothing to back up his wisdom. Wisdom, first of all, must show in what you are doing. I cannot be a sales guru. I can't be teaching you how to make sales if I have not personally closed sales by myself. Remember, we are talking about the passengers, but you as the driver, you can determine when you come. There is something all poor men have in common. What's that? Oh, who can see my screen? What's that?
Excuse. Yes.
Thank you. Excuse is a beautiful reason why people should remain failures. They will say, you don't understand. Mary, you don't understand. If you know what I've been through, you will pity me. Rosemary, you don't understand. You know, you are saying this thing because you're in Lagos. Some of us in the north, if you know what we are passing through, you will know that. They will say, oh, I know you are very fortunate. You are living in Abuja, right? That's why you are doing the way you are doing. If you know what some of us have passed through, no, you will not understand. No. Every time, host, you keep muting me, please, so that I can talk. If all the thing you need to explain, nobody can understand it, it means that even you are confused yourself. And these excuses are very fantastic. They are very good. There are good excuses why you should not be making sales. You can be making excuses even for your customers or your potential clients. Excuse me. You are telling yourself that things are not good. They will not buy. Yes, they will not buy. If you really want to know whether the economy is bad or terrible, it depends on the environment you are finding yourself and who you are associating with. Choose the prime location of the hotel in your city. If you are in Abuja, for instance, go to a Transcorp Hilton. Just spend one afternoon there. Go to their restaurant side. Maybe spend your 20K on eating a food or 10K, and find out how people are squandering money. You will understand that there is money in the land, no matter the excuse that people are giving. Excuses are fantastic reasons why people will continue to remain poor and not make sales. Very fantastic, very good. Some of them very justifiable. Every failure has a genuine excuse why he or she has failed and should remain a failure. But there is a principal factor, and I call it the leveler of all men. And that is that we have the sole prerogative of deciding exactly what we become. Life is your choice. You sell is your choice. And this is what I always tell myself and ask my people and my students. Anytime you find yourself in a situation and it looks like, oh, you have a good excuse why that thing shouldn't have worked, ask yourself a simple question. Is there someone who has been in this my situation who ended up doing so well? If there is somebody who has been in your situation who ended up doing so well, coming out of that situation, you don't have any choice why you should not do well or why that situation should consume you. All of us have the power of choice. Choose to be a driver and not a passenger. Before you sell today, I know you have joined me here. Sometimes things happen in class and people just join me because they just want to join me, not that they are interested in sales. So sometimes the technologies I may be using will not be making sense to them. So before you sell, you ensure you have adequate value prepared. You are selling land. I'll give all those illustrations. Please, are you guys still hearing me? Are you
Yes.
hearing me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So when I say ensure you have adequate value, what is value? Value is anything that has the ability to solve someone's problem. Value is anything that has the ability to solve someone's problem. Right? And that person is willing to pay for such solution. That's value. That value has the ability to solve someone's problem. Affable Homes and Properties is selling value. They are not selling land. They are selling value. It's just that the value is packaged as a land. It's packaged as a house. So the question is, you need to continuously ask yourself, this thing I'm selling, what problem is it solving? That's value. Value is anything that has the ability to solve someone's problem, and the person is willing to pay for such solution. I go to the pharmacy, I'm feeling headache. I get a paracetamol. I didn't just buy the grinded whatever that is inside. What I bought is headache-free medicine. What I bought is comfort. What I bought is convenience. What I bought, I used my money to buy, is something that will allow me to walk, to flow. It is not the drug. It is what the drug will do that I bought. I don't know if somebody is following what I'm saying. Now let's look at the 7 forms of value. The 7 forms of value. Remember, I said that value is anything that has the ability to solve someone's problem, and the person is willing to pay for such solution. Now, what are values? What are the handy things that we can call value? Number 1 is a product. A value can come in the form of a product. Right? A value can also come in the form of a service. Value can also come in a form of a relationship. Value can come as a form of energy, time, presence, and skill. Skill can also be the same thing as talent. Product. How many of us here in this class are into product business? I want to listen. How many people are into product business? You have a product, a physical product that you are selling. Let me interact with my students. Yes, who has a physical product that he's selling? Yes, nobody. Can you hear me at all?
I do. I have.
What's the name, please? Is it Uche?
I sell property. I sell land. So it's
Okay,
physical.
okay. Fantastic. Who is into service business? Yeah, anybody?
I am too.
Okay, what kind of service business do you render?
I am an event company.
Oh, fantastic.
Same here.
Fantastic. Another event company here. Okay, so you see that those values. Okay, let me ask, who is an event company? Is it Chidinma Marachi?
I'm Rosemary.
Oh, Rosemary, my attentive student. Okay. Tell me the value in being an MC. Let's go. I want to make sure you're following.
Yeah, sure. Being an MC, I make sure that my clients.
No. I'm not saying tell me what you do. What is a value?
Okay. One of the values is that I attend to the need of someone who wants his or her event.
No, you're not getting me.
I
No,
don't
sorry. Let me boss. Sorry, I'm with you today. So what I'm
Yes.
saying is, I want you to remove I. I said,
Okay.
what's the value? What's the value? Value is anything that can solve someone's what? Problem, right?
I solve the problem.
And the person can pay for such solution. So tell me,
Yeah.
what is the value that being an MC is? What's the value as an MC you offer? Remove I.
Okay, being an MC, the value an MC offers, there are very many. And one of it is that an MC will make sure that event is anchored and the audience are well carried along during the event. That's one of it. Secondly, being an MC. Hello, sir. Should I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
Secondly, being an MC, of course, you have to make sure that you meddle between the audience and the host, as in the, how will I put it, the guests and their hosts. Yes.
Okay. Can I tell you something? Let me start from before I go to the next person. Is imagine an event without an MC. That is the only way you should understand the value an MC has in an event. Imagine an MC without an event without an MC. So what you're actually charging is to prevent chaos, to maintain orderliness, to entertain people, to make sure that things are done. In fact, just imagine, list out every single thing that would happen in an event without an MC. That's the solution. That's the value you are rendering. What's my sister that is in real estate? Is it Mary that said that before? Who was
No,
going to
it's
answer
still
that is in real
Rosemary. I
estate?
think it's still Rosemary that said that.
I am also into real estate.
Okay, no, I want another person.
Okay.
Who else is in product or service? I want the class to be interactive. I'm not lecturing, I'm teaching.
Yes.
Is there someone else? Someone help me now. Is it only Rosemary and Uchenna that is listening?
Good morning, sir.
Who is this person? Please introduce yourself.
I'm Peace.
Okay, what do you sell?
Products.
What kind of products do you sell?
I'm into
real estate. So you do both lands and properties, right? Tell me the value you are selling in your product. Tell me the value.
Providing shelter.
Providing shelter. Okay, fantastic. What's another value that you are giving people?
Creating wealth.
Creating wealth. Thank you. All right. So these are the
I'm a
seven
fishmonger.
forms of. Who says something? You are what?
A fishmonger.
Oh, fishmonger. What does that mean? You sell fishes?
That is what it is.
Oh, fantastic. So do you want to communicate what value you are selling?
We have 6 classes of food. And protein is the second most vital class of food. When you don't eat fish, it means that you are lacking 1 out of the 6. So the value is I provide protein to the body to repair worn-out tissues in the body.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. We will come back to some of this. So I've just enumerated on product and service because most businesses hinge on these 2 forms of value. Product is either you are selling a product or service. If you're in this class, you don't have anything you are selling, you better leave the class now. But there are other forms of value that you can present. Relationship, yes. Sometimes relationship can earn you more than what product and service has not earned you. That's true. You can use your energy, put it to work. That's value you're putting in, get money. Your time is also an important commodity, which is value. Your presence, also your skill. But in a nutshell, all these 7 forms of value, they must do something. They must solve what? Problems. And then solve it to the extent that the person you are solving it for can now pay for that solution. If at the end of the day, they are solving the problem, they are not solving the problem, or these values are solving the problem too small that the person you are solving it for cannot pay for it, you are not in business. And if you don't have any of these 7 forms of value and you still want to make money, that person is simply a thief. That person is a what? A thief. You don't have a product you are selling, you don't have service you are rendering, you don't have tangible relationship, you don't want to use your energy and do a work that will pay you, your time you are not spending in a way that it can convert to money, your presence in somebody's life cannot solve that person any problem, you don't have any skill, yet you want to be a millionaire, you are simply a thief. Let's continue. Important questions you need to ask. Number 1, what am I selling? What am I selling? I've tried to define value to you. So you must incorporate those values into what you are selling. Stop thinking that all you are selling is fish. You are selling enjoyment. You are selling fish. Where's my brother that says something? Is it Adekemi that said he's selling fish, right? Adekemi, you are selling fish, right? Yeah, you're selling fish. Oh, J. Martin, sorry. You're selling fish. It's a proteinous source of, it's a protein. But yeah, we have other sources of protein. And there are millions of people who can sell protein too. That's why you are not just selling fish. There's a value in it that you are selling. And beyond the normal nutrient that you are selling the feeling that is attached to fish. You are selling a healthier alternative of protein, because fish is a white meat. I don't know how to put it.
Yeah, white
I don't
meat.
think eating fish. Doctors has never warned anybody to stop eating fish too much. Rather, they want you to stop eating meat. So you are selling a healthier alternative of protein. You are selling friendship, togetherness. You are selling family union, right? You are selling healthy family. You are preventing people from going to the hospital all the time. You are selling savings, because the more you have fish, the more you don't fall ill, the more you save your money. You see that your value chain is so big. Oh, somebody understanding what I'm saying this morning? That's why when you are communicating it, you need to communicate it properly. Because the problem is simply this. Hello, somebody who is selling a crayfish can market it so well and make more money out of it than somebody who is selling cow. Yet the person that is selling cow is doing like this, that, oh, what I'm selling, one of it can sell you, buy your crayfish 1 truck. What am I selling? For me, I'm not just selling my courses or my trainings. I am selling solutions. I'm selling more revenue. I'm selling companies not breaking down or not packing up. I'm selling people going to their choice of schools. I'm selling people trying to take care of their parents and their older ones because their business is bringing more money. I'm selling comfort. I'm selling convenience. I'm selling a man taking his wife to Dubai to have a good time and enjoy the world because the business is bringing more income. That's what I'm selling. I'm not just selling my knowledge. I'm selling what my knowledge can do. So I ask you the question, what are you selling? You're not just selling land. You are selling shelter. You are selling, you are preventing people from embarrassment. You are selling currency. What's the word I will use now? Oh my God, I'm looking for the right word to say.
You're escaping from currency
preventing someone's
devaluation.
currency from, thank you, devaluation from depreciating. You are safeguarding someone's future. You are preventing him from running hectare-scatter, looking for what his children will have in the future when he should have. You are preventing somebody from old age regrets. What are you selling? It's very important you answer this question. What are you selling? How am I selling? Who am I selling it to? That's another question you need to ask yourself. Who am I selling it to? It is important you understand who your customers are. I had a 1 hour session with somebody yesterday. Not 1 hour, 30-minute session with somebody yesterday. She had published her books. You know, this thing, you say, oh, I wrote my book. My book is for CEOs, these people that are incorporate this and that and all that. I say, oh, fantastic. That's good. Congratulations. But how many of those people can you sell it to in order to meet the number you are looking for? That's it. That brings me to the next question. How abundant are the people in need of your product and services? If you want to make 1 million naira, there are various options. You can sell a product and service. Esther, please mute yourself. You can sell a product and service that costs 1 naira to 1 million persons, and you have 1 million in your hand. Esther Chika Okonkwo, please mute yourself. Admin, you can mute her. You can sell a product of 10 naira to 100 persons. No, to 1,000 persons, and then you make 1 million. You can sell a product of 100 naira to 100 persons, and then you make 1 million. You can sell a product of 1,000 naira to 10 persons. No, to how many people? 1,000 times what? 100. You make 1 million, right? You can sell a product of 10,000 to 100 people. I don't know. Calculate it. To 100 people, and then you make 1 million. Can I sell a product of 100,000 to 10 persons, and then you make 1 million? Can you sell a product of 1 million to 1 person, and then you make 1 million? So depending on what you want to sell, how much you want to make, it will determine you to find out what is the number of that person in my market. And where do they congregate? Right? You're selling real estate. Every time you are always conversing with poor people. I know they are your friends. You are not reading. You are not thinking of how to improve yourself in the sales. You're not going to the locations where people who can buy your own. I was asking somebody who is saying, nobody is buying my product. Every time, nobody is buying my product. My product is not. I say, where do you sell? He said that he sells on his WhatsApp. I said, okay, only your WhatsApp status. He said, yes. How many WhatsApp status views do you have at least averaging? He said he has 57. I say, oh my God. So this whole complaint you have been doing all the time is because every day you have been recycling your product to 57 persons, and you end up complaining that there is no sale, is not happening. What is your problem? As a business owner, as a salesperson, you must always continue to widen your horizon. Widen your horizon. Meet new people. Always be on the go out. Look, make sure that every time your market's capitalization is always expanding. You must be capturing more market every time. Make sure that it's always expanding. Be on the lookout for new markets. And beyond that, make sure that even the existing market you have harvested them enough. Let's go. Yes, I once said, the sales guru once said this, that he that knows how to sell has bid eternal farewell to poverty. You can write it down, and it's undisputable. Anybody who has mastered the art of selling, has a product he's selling, knows the market to sell, he has automatically bid an eternal farewell to poverty. Poverty has died. Let me use that word. Remember, poverty does not die by fire. Fire does not consume poverty. Amen. Prophet was good. Amen. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Because if poverty dies by fire, Nigeria would have been one of the richest countries. In fact, Africa would have been one of the richest continents in the world. Because
I would have been a billionaire.
The amount of fire that we have generated in this part of the world is enough to kill all the poverty in the whole world. Unfortunately, poverty does not die by fire. You either choose to be a driver or you choose to be a passenger. Life rewards you according to your definitions and choices. Let's continue. Now, this is my last session. How do you sell like pro? But before I go into this, who wants to share what he or she has understood so far? Let's go. I want 2 or 3 persons so that I'll know that we are still on the same page and people are learning. 1 person who wants to share, raise your hand. Let me choose. If you want to share anything that you've learned so far, can you raise your hand? 1 person, nobody. I don't want to be the only one talking in this class. Yes, I know you want to listen to me, but at the same time, who wants to say something? Yes.
Okay, I've raised my hand. I don't know if it's showing.
Okay, it's not showing here. Please say something. Rosemary, right? Oh, Rosemary and no, these 2 people have been talking. These 2, I want some. Wait, let's not be partial in this class. I want somebody else.
Oh yeah, let me talk.
Talk. No, not you. You have spoken something.
I've spoken before, so I shouldn't spoken.
Something like that. Who? I want someone else.
Okay.
Yes, fantastic.
I learned that you are not only selling your product, you are also selling what your service, your products can do. For example, like how I'm selling land. I'm not only selling land, I'm selling shelter. I'm selling comfort. And a lot of other things.
Please clap for yourself. Yeah, fantastic. Oh, I feel so proud of you right away. Who wants to try next? All right, Jay Martins, let me give you this opportunity.
Now let me spark.
Spark.
Yeah, actually, what I understood from we have 2 classifications of people, the drivers and the passengers, though there was serious network interruption there. But what I could gather was that drivers are those people that penetrate, they adapt, they adjust to any economic or economic situation. Okay, they don't have time for excuse. They find way to move to the top. Why passengers are those ones that don't, let me quote you very well. They don't see anything good in their business, anything good in what they offer. In fact, they don't even see anything good in themselves. That is, they are just loads of excuses in their system, in their body. Anything they do, they give excuse at any time and any day. Then you spoke about value. Value is something that you can offer. Okay, value is something that you can offer that is a solution solver to the extent that another person has to pay for that value. Okay, now I said I was a fishmonger. I was just narrowing my value to just protein, but you were saying some things and you were opening my mind, which you said so many things, and I now notice why some people are selling more than others. You said that do you not think repeat seller can sell in quantum more than someone that is selling cow? It is the packaging. It is it's when you understand the value of your product or your service or your time or your resource or your skill that you'll be able to go far beyond your partner or your competitor in the same market. These are what I understood in your class today.
Hello, sir. Can I say something?
Oh my God, J. Martins, eh? Yeah, J. Martins, and I love it. Yes, say something.
All right, I will send.
Go ahead, go ahead. Who wants to say something? Is it Rosemary or Florence? I think I saw. Okay, Rosemary, go ahead. Make it brief so that we can fire on, because we are entering the main thing now, where I'm going to be hitting a lot of people on their head.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for this opportunity. One thing I have come to understand today is that no matter how you try to say you are hungry to become a millionaire or to make it in life, the truth is that you have something you are selling that has value. If you don't have what you're selling that has value that somebody can pay for, the person will remain poor. So you must have value. So that I have learned. I've also learned
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, let's give one more person. Florence, go ahead. You want to say something? Florence is one of my fantastic students. I don't know why she... Oh, Florence, say something before we can go ahead, or she's still there? Okay.
Okay, I'm the one that wants to say
Choma,
something.
go ahead. Choma, go ahead.
All right. I learned that selling is not just that you just want to sell something. Selling is an art, and it requires that you can learn it or learn from it or learn on it. And it's also an act, ACT, because action is required.
Oh my
and
goodness.
When the act
Fantastic.
and the act is
joins together.
combined
Oh my
together,
God.
it brings results as its byproduct.
Fantastic. 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 Oh, I'm so proud of those who are in this class, because one thing I'm always afraid of is just to go and teach in a place where they will clap for me and say, oh, that guy is too much. He's loaded with information. He knows what he's doing. He's really the sales guru. And then in the end, and I say, what did you learn? Then I say, no, but that guy was just saying plenty things. No, we don't want that. So let's continue. That value you are selling. Let me borrow from where Rosemary quoted me from. Yes, you must have a value you are selling. If you want to be a millionaire, you must have a big market that is big enough to give you that million. I always say this thing, that God will give you a vision. God will give you a business idea, but it is the market that will fund it. F-U-N-D. Oh, I don't know if somebody heard that thing. God will give you a vision. God will give you an idea, but it's the market that will fund it. Anytime you fantasize so much about the idea God has given to you and you neglect the market that God has put in the money to fund that idea, you are making God a liar. It looks like your business idea is not working. It looks like what you heard. You even saw the business name in your dream. You even saw it working in your dream. Like you saw it, you knew that it was, this thing you saw was real. Yet, it's not making progress. It's simply because you have neglected the place where God has ordained to be the funding place for you. And that's the market. Anybody who neglects the market does not have a future, no matter how beautiful the idea is. Wondered why some people have jumped from one business idea to another, and then somebody else comes and picks that business idea that they jumped and then made it built an empire on it. And before I proceed, I would like to also tell you that there is no business. Sometimes people have jumped away, they've run away from ideas. There is no singular industry. I repeat it again, there is no singular industry that has not made billionaires. Is it education? They've made billionaires. Real estate, they've made billionaires. Pure water company, they've made billionaires. What is, name it, oil and gas, they've made billionaires. You may also be surprised that there are a lot of people who join real estate because, oh, if I just sell one, I can make a commission that is so high and become so rich. They are after the money. They have never studied the value that real estate presents, and they always struggle. Because anytime your personal pursuit is for money, you will always struggle because frustration will always come in. Oh, I don't know why I'm going in this dimension, but somebody needs to hear me. All right, can we proceed? If you can proceed, let me know. Can we proceed? How to sell like a pro. Number one, be mentally prepared. Write this one down in capital letter. Be mentally prepared. Do you know that there are a lot of people who are mentally scared of high amount of money? Do we know that? Okay, let's do a simple math now. Mary. No, let me not call Mary. I want to call someone else. Although, Mary, you have not spoken in my class today. But I will come back to you. I want to get somebody else. Who is that person? Who is that person? Affable Homes legend. Who is the person? Please, if you're in the office, you can unmute yourself and let me see your face too. Who joined with Affable Homes legend? Is it our GMD? If it's our GMD, no, I cannot call GMD out in our class. Oh yeah, Chizoba, let's hear you. Can you unmute yourself? I want to tell you something. Chizoba, are you here or you are going home? Okay, let me look for another person. Peace.
He's here.
Don't worry, Chizoba
is here.
Though?
Yes.
Hello.
So why were you hiding your talent on this one?
My speaker was not connected, so I had to listen to.
All right, fantastic. Are you part of Affable Homes squad, or you have your own business?
No, I'm the customer care at Legend.
You are part of the squad and you also have your own business, right? Okay, good. I don't know if she's hearing me. Are you hearing me? Okay. Chizoba, let's assume that from now to the end of this year, do you have a... Okay, don't worry, I'll come there. Write down to me. I'm going to come back to you after all. Write down on your paper how much sales you want to make between now and the end of December this year.
Right.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
So everyone who wants to sell like a pro must have the mentality of a pro. Poor men do not sell luxury. You cannot be selling luxury and your language is the language of the hungry. You talk so cheap, you talk so poor, you talk so low. Your sentences are connotatively misleading. They don't even have any figurative alignment. They don't even speak in the... Have you ever wondered how the poor people, how is a pro? You must spend your time saying, am I a pro? Do I think like a pro? Otherwise, you will be frustrated. You want to go and wake up in the morning and say, today, I got 3 million coming into my account today in my savings. I got 5 million. I got 300,000. I got 20,000. I got 10,000. I got 50,000. I got 100,000 coming in for me today. Say because it's hard. Bible even made it say that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Here, my vision is here. It's written here for me. Like, I'm seeing it here. In fact, let me bring it and show you people. For those of you that can see it, this is the sales guru. I don't know if you can you see this? Can you see this? How many of you can read that vision there? Somebody should read the vision, if you can see it. I don't know.
To be in the top 1% of sales and marketing coaches consultants in Nigeria and the top 10 in Africa by 2032.
God bless you. You are seeing. Does that make any sense to anybody? I wrote it down. I had to go and frame it. I framed it. That's why I'm not doing all these penny trainings. They say, you now see I'll go on Instagram and be shouting and be looking for attention. Oh, come and follow me. Oh, no, nonsense. That's I know who I am and where I'm going to. I'm mentally ready for what I'm doing. I'm not chasing clouds. And that's why I'm attracting the kind of persons I'm attracting. Be mentally prepared if you must make good sales. Number 2. What's number 2? Have a what? Have a target. Chizoba, let's come back to you. Did you write down anything? Chizoba, I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, it was good.
Alexa.
Okay. How much did you write down? Don't worry, this thing will not affect you in any way. How much did you write down?
10 million.
10 million. Oh, yeah, help me add one more zero.
100 million.
Huh?
100 million.
When you added that one more zero, what happened in your heart? There was something that was going on in your heart. Tell me.
How can I achieve?
Don't lie, yo. God is watching you.
I was looking at it, like, how are you?
Did you hear me?
Achieved it.
My network went out a bit. So Chizoba, tell me, I want to know what happened when you did that. What happened?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's very loud and clear. I can hear you.
No, like I was looking at how possible it is. Like
Number one is not exactly you. The first thought, I'm not talking of the plenty thoughts that came. The first thought that came to you was like, this no fit happen, no. It sure say if it happen. It means that's not bad anyways. But what it's showing you now is that there's a level that your mindset has not really triggered to accepting a particular level of outcome. So sometimes when that outcome happens to you, it comes to you as a surprise because you have not built yourself to the realm of accepting such outcome. That's why the first thing that happened in your mind was, it was like a quiver. It shook you. And like, oh no, maybe you now came back to your brain and said, okay, let's see how we can talk about it. So have a target, everyone. Every single month, create a target for what you want to achieve in your sales. Sometimes you may not meet that target, but what that thing does is that it makes you feel that there's a realm of possibility that is not aware. And most times when all these things are in place, there's a way God walks around it to make sure that that thing comes to you. Have a target. The next one, understand your market. See, this may be the most important for me, for everybody that is coming here. Remember, I said that God will give you a vision, but the market will do what?
Fund it.
The market will do what? Fund it.
Fund
Thank
it.
you. Understand your market. Who am I serving? Who am I selling to? What category of people am I serving? What should be their earning capacity? Where do they congregate the most? What is their behavior like? Where do they buy?
Understand your market. Is it the second one?
That's the third one.
Okay.
Find out where they are. Go to where your market constitutes more. Before I proceed, before some of you get it confused, if there are some of my students here, they may know it, or some of you that follow me, because I say this a lot on my social media handle, that a market is not a place, it's not a location. A market is a person. Yes. As I'm into this class training, I'm seeing market. Mary is a market. Uchenna is a market. Chizoba is a market. Anu is a market. There's a tendency that they are going to purchase what I'm selling tomorrow. Udofia is a market. Peace is a market to me. Chinenye is a market. Sandra is a market. All of you here that I'm seeing here, you are all markets. So sometimes you pass your market looking for a location when you don't know that the person you just passed is your market, because he has the capacity to buy from you. We don't even create product and service just before we start looking for the market. We discover what the market is before we create the product. Product and service are created based on the demand for the market. Understand your market. Go and study your market. Study your market. You are selling clothes. Study what category of clothes are you selling? Who are the people that are likely to buy this thing? Where are they? What's their number? Where do they concentrate most? That will make you to know and go where they are. Some of us are not selling because it's just like you going to open a fantastic, good selling boutique in my village. That's a brilliant business idea. But nobody is going to patronize you because they have access to the Okrika woman who is coming to sell it to them at 150. And those people buy simply for the purpose of utility. It's covering their nakedness. They are not looking for fashion. So before I proceed, there are 3 reasons why people buy. Write it down. There are 3 reasons why people buy. There are 3 reasons why people buy. Number 1, they buy because of price. They buy because of price. Number 2, they buy because of utility. Three reasons why people buy. Number 1, price. Number 2, utility. Number 3, brand / social status. You can make it / again, emotion. Mary, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
I like your glasses.
Yeah, thank you.
Did you buy that glass because it was cheap?
No.
Why did you buy it?
Because I like it.
Is he recommended?
No.
No. So you bought it because you liked it, right?
Yes, because I liked it.
So let me now use Mary. Let me now use Mary to tell you what I wanted to tell you. That we buy because of emotions and we justify. We buy because of emotion. We justify it with logic. Mary could have stayed without buying that glasses. Now, if you tell Mary that thing you bought it was not worth it, Mary can fight you. even though she bought that thing out of emotion. The reason she bought it is because she liked it, not because it was going to do anything for her, not because the price was so cheap, because there are many other glasses that the price is even cheaper than the one she bought. So people buy for themselves because of the price. Utility is what is going to do for them. My designer posted some suits he made the other day. I just saw one like that and I liked it. I just said, guy, how much? Say 50,000. I said, okay, I'll send it. I just sent him 30K. I said, okay, when you finish, I'll give you the balance of 20,000. Immediately I paid that money. I started asking myself, why did I really need a new suit? I never needed a new suit. My eye just saw it and liked it, and I paid. So sometimes when you keep marketing something to people because of the price and the utility, you are wasting your time. You need to learn how to navigate from just price and utility to emotion, to brand, to emotion. How does it make that person feel? Does it communicate to his social status? Does it communicate to who he is in the land? People buy every day because of emotions. Women that are buying hair, why are they buying it? Some of them that are wearing 3 plots of land on their head. Why do you think they are buying it? Is it because it's covering their head? Never. Hell no. I don't know if is somebody understanding what I'm saying here. Am I making sense here, please? Someone talk to, okay, that's I just wanted to make sure that people are listening to me. Learn to discuss, especially those of you that are selling land too, that are selling high ticket products. You must master emotional communication. I told one of my students, she's into travel agency. So I wrote a copy for her one day. I said, go and share this copy for you on Facebook. When she shared that copy, because I factored all the principles of making an irresistible offer. When she shared that copy on her Facebook, her DM was on fire. All right, let's understand your market. Very important. Understand your market. Understand your market. Next one. Show industry competence. Nobody likes to buy from a nobody. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. Nobody likes to buy from a nobody. You don't have any traction. There's nothing on your page encouraging me to buy. Nothing on your page showing that, oh, you have spent at least 2 days in this particular industry. My darling sister, Rosemary, I'm an MC. I want to see the content on your page. Somebody can come from UK and say, I need an MC in Lagos. They say, Rosemary, share me the person's social media. Before they ask for your phone number, they've asked for your social media handle. They go and check you, look at what you're doing.
Yes.
Nobody buys from what? Nobody. And nobody likes to be the first. Nobody wants to be the first customer. The only first customer, in fact, the only reason why I can buy from Peace if I'm going to be her first customer is simply because either I know her before, or she's my sister or my brother, or I'm just trying to help her life. Not because I'm even seeing value in what she's selling. But there will be a time where she will continue to go, share her story, talk about her successes, her failure, everything, and then we'll continue. I come to her page, I say, this girl, she knows what she's doing. Let me follow her up. I think she can give me a good deal. And I go ahead and make the purchase. Show industry competence. The next one, I don't know whether this is the last one. Communicate in the language of the buyer. Find out. That's why I'm going to go to the last slide now, and that will show us something. Communicate. I will explain this communicate in the language of the buyer soon. So you don't go to a customer place and then you are speaking maybe jargons, or you are speaking terminology that doesn't make sense, or you are speaking in a way that at the end of the day, the person doesn't even understand that, okay, I have a need for what you are selling. Let me go back to the first one. You are selling chin-chin, somebody orders one, screenshot it, post it. People are watching. They may not comment, they may not like it, but they are watching. Let's go. I think I've said this one before. Sell benefit, not what? Product. Let's look at this analogy. But I think I've mentioned this before to J. Martin Salala. This is an umbrella, right? This is an umbrella. This umbrella has an unbreakable ring, whatever you call it. It also has clothes on it, and then a wooden hand. These are all future. Let me also say maybe it's like 15 meter, no, 10, no. Let me say 2 meter long in terms of diameter. The diameter of this umbrella, when you open it, is about 2 meters. I've listed like 3 or 4 features of this umbrella. But what are the benefits? The benefit that it has a cloth, which I can call black cloth, is that it does not absorb heat, which means that every heat that falls on that umbrella is repelled back. And then that it has a wooden handle means that you can hold it for as much as you can without it getting wet. Sweat cannot happen to it, and it can never be hot or cold. That means if you use it even in the US or in Canada where you have extreme cold, there is no possibility that that handle can get cold or hot because it's wood. It's a poor conductor of heat. And then the unbreakable ring that holds it shows you that even in the midst of heavy storms or heavy weather, this umbrella is still standing. Sell benefits and not what? Futures. You sell like a pro. And then the last one, create varying products and services. Those of you in real estate, I know you have it. You have a real estate that sells for like 5 million. You create a payment pattern that can allow somebody to pay it in 1 year or in 2 years or in 6 months, paying it instrumentally. Those are varying methods. People don't just buy product and services. People buy deals. They buy these, and if the deal is making sense to them, instead of me saying, okay, buy 10 plots of land at 1 million each, I can say, buy 10 plots and get 1 plot free. Right? Buy 10 plots. I'm consulting for a particular oil and gas firm, and they want to do promo. I say, is it not madness that you want to do promo in this December? Because your product is already a high-end commodity. Everybody is looking for it. And whether we do promo or not, we know that this December is always a high-volume period. So leave that December, leave the promo. Let's do it in a time where it looks like sales is going low, and then use it again to push awareness for our brand and push sales up. Create varying products. You are selling slippers, sell slippers that you can have the one or 1 naira or 2 naira, and then 3 naira and 5 naira, and make it that somebody can buy it in a different way. Create separate deals. When I did my class last time, in fact, I'm currently selling my masterclass, which is a live masterclass. The price is 45,000. For early bird is 40,000, and group of 2 is 35,000. I discovered that even somebody went to call his friend and say, I want us to pay for this class. Look at the deal. They moved from that. Somebody should have paid 45,000. They came to 35,000, and he was selling in two. It shows you that people always want to buy deals, not just the product. And then the last one, ask questions. Let me explain this one. I think I'm going too deep, right? This class ought to have ended. We're almost getting to 2 hours. Ask questions. When I mean ask questions, let me tell you the kind of questions you ask. Ask open-ended questions that makes people to talk. Don't just say somebody, do you like this? Of course, I'm going to tell you either yes or no. Right? And it ends there. So I can ask you a question like, when you meet somebody you are prospecting, I can ask you, when last did you buy a land? Or if I want to even get the person unawares, I say, the last time you bought a land, did you experience any difficulty? I've not spoken to that person before. I just say, good morning, my name is the sales guru. Can I just have 1 minute of your time? I say, yeah, it's okay. I just wanted to ask, the last time you bought a land, did you experience any difficulty? The person will not say, oh, no, I've not bought a land before. Yeah, so the land, no, I didn't experience anything. Say, where did you buy? The person mentioned it. Automatically, even before you prospect the person, that question that he answered has already told you that he has the capacity to buy a land. So he's an ideal prospect. So the person says, I've not bought a land before. You say, like, why? Say, I don't have money. That reduces it and makes you know that, okay, this one maybe is a fair prospect. And then you say something like, why? I don't have money. You say, but, do you know, you can actually buy a land and pay the money in 1 year, instead of you thinking that when you can only buy a land when you get the full money. Why don't you come on board? I will show you something that can make you buy a land and pay in 1 year, in 6 months. Ask questions. In sales, it's said that he who asks the most questions is in charge of the conversation. Let me say it again. He who asks the most questions is in charge of the conversation. Ask questions. On my Instagram, there's something I posted on 5 questions you can ask a prospect to know if he has the purchasing power to do that. And let me conclude by telling you this. There are 3 things that make a prospect an ideal prospect, or how to know who your customer is. There are 3 things that make somebody how to know who your customer is. Number 1 is that he has the purchasing power. He can buy what you're saying. And I've shown you some questions on how you can find out whether that person can buy or not. He has the purchasing power. Number 2 is that he's in need of what you're selling. Being in need does not mean he'll be the one to tell you that he's in need. You can be the one to create the need in his heart. I have a lot of videos on my Instagram and YouTube explaining some of these things. He's in need of what you're selling. And then number 3, he's within your reach. And I think that is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much. At least you can clap for me. You can tell me well done, if I deserve it, and then you can ask questions. All right, Big Tom, you have been raising your hand. You have a question?
Okay.
All right, anybody with a question? Is our admin still on the call?
Yeah. Yes, I'm still here, sir.
Hey, your nick now.
All right. All right. So, Prince Val, I think that's from your end anyways. Who has a question? Let me take 2 or 3 questions before we call it a wrap. Hello, any question?
All right, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should.
Big Tom, please, I can't hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Okay, Big Tom, you can talk now. Your hand is raised.
You can type it, please. We can't hear you. Maybe you can type it. Type it in the comment section.
Okay.
Who else has a question? If you have a question, go ahead and ask while I wait for him to type.
I have a question.
I thought today was, yeah, J. Martins, go ahead.
Thank you so much for the class.
Thank you.
Actually, the question is like in a general thought, what people might ask in this our present economy now. Yes, you have given us ways how we can share value to our prospects. I want to speak from the angle of real estate now, from the angle of real estate. Now, you know the situation of Naira value now. You know, Nigerians, we are a different breed of people on earth. No, there are some people that no matter how you talk, they are so stiff-necked and I don't know. Their reasoning is that dollar go 1,500 and you're asking me to buy land. My business, how will I handle my business and still buy land? How do we handle such kind of people?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me answer that. First of all, I would like to say that anybody who is prioritizing his business over buying land may be wrong or may not be wrong, but you need to give the person now a reason why buying land now is a better investment than investing it in his or her business. Because when I started in sales, there's one principle I held very dear, and I worked with it and it helped me. I told myself that everybody I met has the money to purchase, except it proves otherwise. People don't buy anything. People buy what they attempt to be a priority, right?
Yeah.
So in the scale of preference for that person, he is prioritizing his business over the property you are trying to present to him. The question now is, is there a way you can communicate the value of that land to be higher than what is going to invest in his business? If you can do that, fantastic. That's the only thing you can do. In the priority list, buying what you are selling must find a way to come at the top of the list. Otherwise, you are not going to sell, especially if you are selling something that high capital intensive, like landed properties and real estate. So you have to learn to communicate to that person to either invest in two of them at once, or prioritize what you are selling first. Secondly, if you now notice genuinely that that person really needs to invest in his business, see, we don't just sell because, yeah, thank you, Big Tom, you're getting that. Okay, I think that's where your question comes in. We don't just go into the market because we want to sell. We want to make customers. And customers, see, there are three things that make people to buy from you. Another part of it is that they know you, number one, they trust you, number two, and that they have the money. When people trust you, it's easier for them to part the money. So sometimes you may go into prospecting, looking for somebody that will buy from you, but you may end up supporting that person or giving that person counsel that will make the person not even buy from you. But what happens is that person now knows you and believe that for you who came to sell to him, to give him a counsel like this, it means you are genuine and you are trustworthy. And you may end up selling at the same time. So first, it may be madness for you to be telling that person and say, oh God, leave your business, buy land. No, you are being selfish. We are in business because we want to solve the problem of others. Because guess what? If he invests in his business and makes more return, chances are high that that one plot he was supposed to buy before is end up buying 5 plots. That's why I'm highly commending what Affable Home is doing on this platform, right? The more business owners here are growing, the more we can make sales. But first of all, we are giving them value for nothing. I was speaking with my mentor last time. He said, nobody, see, this class was supposed to be for 1 hour. Affable Home is owing me in code. And this is the third one I'm doing with them. Doesn't mean that nobody could do it. But they know that the first time I did it, I didn't do it like the money they paid me. The second time, I didn't do it like the money they paid me. This is the third time I'm not doing it like the money they paid me. I'm doing it because this is who I am. This is who I am. This is how I teach. This is my personality. This is my content. Nobody can take it away from me. So in the journey of sales, most time you may have to leave yourself and focus on helping your prospect to solve his or her problem. In that way, you gain more trust.
Yeah,
this one I've answered that question, right?
Yes, this one enter. Thank you very much.
Where's the question that? Yeah, G Team sent me a question. Did he send it to me personally? I think he sent. I thought he sent a question. I saw it on the screen.
No, it's a meeting.
Huh?
It's in the chat.
I can't see. Who can see it? Please read it.
Okay, let me read it out.
Yes.
When you say nobody buys from a nobody, and nobody wants to be the first buyer, where does a beginner stand? Or how does he start off? Kindly throw more light on this, please.
Fantastic. Fantastic. A beginner should start from people he knows. Start from your family members. Start from your friends. Start from those who already know you, who can trust you. The first purchase that people should make should not be from a stranger, except if the value is so good. Because I can't come to your Facebook page now, for instance, Affable Home. I want to buy real estate. I don't know anybody. I came to your Facebook page, and the first post there is that one that's saying buy from me, and I'll bring my money and buy from you. What authenticates that you're a trusted brand? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Even all of us, even the person that asked this question, when you want to buy something, where do you buy? You buy from people you know. If I want to buy a new car now, I must go to somebody I know. First of all, I can go to your Instagram. Oh, you have sold plenty cars. Okay, my money is sure in your own. But when you are starting, why don't you start from people you know, your immediate community, your church members, your friends, your colleagues? I think I've answered that question. Nobody wants to buy from a nobody, and nobody likes being the first. Very important and sacrosanct. Okay, let me take one more question, and I think that will be all. Anybody? All right, in the absence of any question again, I want to appreciate all of you for your time. Thank you for being here for me. I love you all. See you guys another time. Mr. Uchenna, over to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate.
Thanks, guys.
We appreciate the time that you had with us today.
All right.
So, for
thank you so much,
sir.
Thank you.
So, if you are new among us, this training was brought to you by courtesy of Affable Homes Limited. So every second Thursdays of every month, we organize trainings like this. Okay. So you are welcome to also join us in this training. Mr. Chiwendu Udochukwu. Sorry? Did somebody say anything? So the sales guru is one of our lecturers that we have been using consistently in order to teach topics like this. So next month, which is second Thursday of next month, we're inviting every one of you, especially if you are new. we invite you to join us in another training that will be coming up. The topic will be extended down to you in our group. So in absence of any other question, we want to end the meeting today. We appreciate you for your time and for joining us. Thank you all.
Thank you, Affable Homes. Thank you. Thank you.
Sales Guru. Thank you, Affable Business School. Thank you,
Thank
admin.
you.
Thank you, the PMD and management of Affable Homes. I am personally grateful. Thank you. And thank you to all the people I invited to this class that were able to come. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Payment vouchers. Thank you, Affable Homes. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So I want to end the meeting. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mr. Uchenna. Bye-bye.